Hello everyone, I'm the okayest bassist, and this is our HILs HNB3 4-string short scale headless bass. This was sent to us by our good friend Ron, who is the distributor for HILs in America. Sent this to us, and it's going around the world of the United States, really, for all of the bass peeps to do their reviews of it as well. There is, or should be, a video about the upgrades done to this by installing their bearing kit, which use the code FREE UPGRADE when ordering one of these now through, I think it's the end of April. It's in the video. Double check the hardware upgrade video about the bearings for the tuners. If you are interested to order one of these, you can put in that code and get a free bearing upgrade kit with your order of any headless bass. And Ron did that just because he's nice. I didn't ask for it. I don't make any money. But if Ron watches this and he wants to send me a couple dollars or a free bass, that's fine. I take that. But because none of that has actually been promised or offered, and none of these things are being given to me, nor am I being compensated, I do not have to tell you that this is an ad, because it's not. It's just me doing a review. I have never gotten a bass for free, so nothing I've done is an ad. I think one I marked as an ad because I got a discount and I found out you don't have to do that. So nothing I've ever done is an ad. Because nobody will give me free stuff or money. If they want to give me money and free stuff, I'll still do reviews, and I'm just going to be me, and I'm not going to let them tell me what I think, because I barely know what I think. But anyway, getting away from that, we're going to do a review of this little critter. So, score, we do our 4 P's: playability, parts, practicality, and purchasability. I thought about adding packaging, but I do an unboxing. You can judge your own packaging. But anyway, so on this, playability, 5 out of 5. If you want a 4-string, especially short scale, this thing's awesome. This is by far my favorite short scale I have ever played, especially of the 4-string variety. I wish it had a 5th string. If it was a short scale 5, that'd be even cooler. But the pickup's in a nice spot, be able to play. Still got plenty of room up here if you want to do a little slappy slap. And then as far as playability of comfort, super narrow and thin neck. Like, if you want a baseball bat, go get a baseball bat. Don't get this bass, because baseball bats are hard to play and make notes. But this thing, super fun. I like it a lot. Hopefully I get to keep this if it comes back, but I'm afraid others are going to like it and they're going to decide they want to buy it, so we'll see. Playability, you got the classic position. You can put that in if you want to, reach up here. It's got the comfy leg spot. There you go. Excuse me. Parts, 4 out of 5. Has the cool, string retainer up here that's one piece. But bear in mind, if you want to do this as BEAD, to have like a short scale 4-string, 5-string conglomeration thingamadoodle, sometimes these channels aren't quite wide enough. I know if you try to do like the tape wounds that I normally do, there's a little bit of finagling in order to get those to work. But on the whole, that's cool. I like it. The only reason it gets the mark down from 5 is the saddle pieces. You have to manually move them for intonation. They do not move based on a mechanic set, such as a screw that you can actually adjust, knowing a specific mount that you're adjusting it. You just have to adjust it with your hands. So there is that. It is a passive, single pickup, volume tone, the things I like, good stuff there. It is voiced interestingly. I won't say nicely, I won't say badly. I like the sound, but it has a sound all its own. There should be some sound clips sprinkled in throughout here with some variations if I remembered to do that. I did play it. I promise I did. Whether they come in intermittently or whether they come in at the end, I don't know. That's up to future Travis to decide. But either way, There's that. And then the most important thing on parts is this. I don't know if you can see it, but I did it during the unboxing. It's got 2 little rubber feet, not to be confused with the input jack and the strap button, but it has 2 little rubber feet. You can bounce it a little bit off the ground, which is cool. Don't do that all the time, but it doesn't necessarily need a stand. You can do it and you set it down. It won't hurt it because it's on the rubber feet, and then you just lean it against stuff. I mean, if you do that for like 5 years, it's probably going to warp the neck eventually, but you also have a truss rod, and you could just readjust the truss rod. So there is that. Parts, 4 out of 5 because of these saddles. Not a fan of the saddles. Do like the tuners. The upgrade did a big deal, so actually going to say 4 plus a half, but it's not going to be on the chart because it's a bonus secret extra credit point of half for the feet. And then if you do the upgrade, you could also call it a 5, even though I still will say a 4 because you can't change out the saddle pieces to something mechanical, or at least I don't know how. And if there is, it's probably way more trouble than you want to deal with, because once you set the intonation, you shouldn't have to fix it. But anyway, parts 4 or 4.5 or 5 out of 5. I'm gonna call it 4 though. Practicality, 4 out of 5. Some places you go are gonna look at this and they're gonna be like, "What the heck is that?" And you tell them, you know, some sort of assault weapon from the future, maybe from Halo. I don't know. But some places are gonna see something headless. They're gonna have something to say about it. They're gonna look at this shape, even though it's just an ergonomic shape, not like something crazy, but they're not gonna like that. So some places may not like it. Practicality, 4 out of 5. I teetered on a 5 though, because other people's opinions can be outweighed by the sheer amount of goodness of playability and the fact that it's a short scale, but also on the fact that it's a short scale, it's harder to get strings specifically made for a short scale. So practicality stays at a 4. If you want a short scale, this one's awesome. It's a great price. You can get it for now. You can get the free upgrade on the tuner bits. Otherwise, you pay for that later. But either way, it's really cool, and I like it. 4 out of 5. Finally, purchasability, 5 out of 5. You get these every day. You could go buy one every day. Tell them I sent you, and we'll see if I don't get a free bass if someone goes and for like a week buys a new bass every day. But you can get them every day. They come in white. They come in a black. I like the white, so that's what I had them send me. I think those are the only 2 colors, but there's no telling. They may come out with more colors. They may discontinue a color if you watch this video way off in the future. It might not be available anymore then. I don't know. Maybe retro. Maybe that you have vintage. Maybe you have to go find them on the used market. Maybe I'll have one, and if you really want it, you can give me a lot of money and I'll sell you mine. Either way. But as of right now, time of recording and time of release, 5 out of 5. You can buy them every day. They can ship them to you. You probably have it in less than a week. The shipping world is crazy. Sometimes it takes forever. Sometimes it's like you can have it in an hour. It's not coming from like Walmart or Amazon, so it's probably not going to be there in an hour. But soon. Purchasability, 5 out of 5. That brings us to, wow, 18 out of 20 would be the score. But you could feasibly add another point if you count the bonuses-ish point for feet. If you count the bearing upgrade, then feasibly could be almost a 19. If you count that it's super easy to move, super portable, super light, and you count that on the practicality side of it's more practical to carry around because it's smaller and it's lighter weight and it's easy to play, that kind of stuff. It could be 19 and a half. You could have bonus points if you want to. My score is 18 out of 20. But if you want to take other stuff I said and throw those in there, it could be a 19 and a half out of 20. It could be almost perfect. It's not perfect. But for what it is, it's really close to perfect. It's pretty nice. Anyway, that's what I have. Have no idea about the playing bits in there. Hopefully I have those and they didn't get lost somewhere. Anyway, they should have been in there or here now after I stopped talking. Either way, the video should end with, as always, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a day as awesome as you are.